Okay. The next one is show point bit format flag. The next manipulator is show point. Show point. Bit format flag. And function for this we use it SETF. SETF. This function, manipulation function we use, and this is used to display a floating point value with all decimal places. Used to display the floating point values with all decimal places. And the by default is 6, I think. So now, for example, here we can write the problem. I am taking, defining 4 variables A, B, C, D. Okay. Then the value of A is equal to 1.1.2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Then B is equal to 78.97, and C is equal to 1.67, E8, and D is equal to minus 198.5677. 198.5677. By default, decimal places are 6 here. For example, see here, I have given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 decimal places here. But by default, it will make it round and display the decimals up to 6 numbers. Okay, it will display up to 6 numbers. So it is again very simple program. 4 variables I have declared here, and all the 4 variables are of float data types. And everyone is holding the different floating values here. So let us try to print this. Just what we are going to do it, just we are going to print it. So before printing the values, what we have to do here, we have to use the functions cout dot setf. This is the format for using this function. Then ROS स्कोप रिजोल्यूशन ये मैंने आपको बताया था, इसका सिंटैक्स शो पॉइंट आपको ये फंक्शन, दिस फंक्शन यू हैव टू यूज हियर. ओके, दिस फंक्शन यू हैव टू यूज हियर, एंड देन यू डिस्प्ले द variables. So now we don't need that set precision, so I am writing A here, then just value is B here, C here, and D. Okay. Try to execute this code and check what output you will get here. Yes, we are getting some error. Expected colon. Yes, here colon is not given, colon is not given, colon is not given. So let us let me do some changes. Can you find out where I have missed anything? Yes, okay. Try to identify the error. सिंपल एरर्स थे वहां पे, सिंपल एरर्स थे. क्या हुआ था, वो ये जो मल्टी कैस्केडिंग इनपुट आउटपुट मैंने रिमूव नहीं किया था, वो सिंपल था और कई जगह पे सेमीकोलन नहीं दिया था. So here you can see the output. So in the variable A, I have stored 1.2345678 9. So 9 digits are there, but these 9 digits are then rounded and are printed like this. See 1.23457. Then for 78.97 you are getting 78.9700. Then for 1.67E8 you are getting 1.67000E plus 08, and for this D minus 198.5677 you are getting minus 98.568. So what is the use of this manipulator? This show point bit manipulator is used to display all the digits, all the floating point decimal places here. Okay, so like this you can write this problem. So before using this, what you have to do, and here there is no need of this IO main IP, you can exclude it, but this is the program. So here this function you have to use, IOS show point function here you have to use before displaying the results. Okay, and you can apply this on this cout function. हम क्या कर रहे हैं, cout function की ये method है, इसको call कर रहे हैं. So whenever you are going to print the values of A, B, C, D, you will get the result in this way. समझ में आया ये program? Okay, it's a very easy. Like this you can make a use of all the input output formatting functions और manipulator functions. So बहुत ज्यादा भी नहीं है. I think 8 to 9 functions are there. So you can check those functions in any C++ book. You can get those manipulation functions. Right now I don't have any book, but otherwise I can tell you the names. But you can check in Balguru Swami book is there, one procedure oriented C++ or object oriented C++. So in that books you may get all these manipulation functions. So this was about some manipulation function. One more thing is remaining, that is the inline function. So inline function is also used, and inline function we define in a single line. It's not like your another user defined function. Okay, it is different than user defined function, but inline keyword is used for defining these inline functions. So in this case, in the inline function, listen what I am telling. In the inline function, inline keyword is used as a function specifier. Keyword inline is used as a function specifier in a function declaration. And this specifier is a hint to the compiler that inline function is defined. Means compiler automatically identify that the programmer has defined a inline function here. What is the advantage of this inline function? The size of the object code is reduced here. See, when we will we write any user defined function, it could be write any number of lines, so it increase the code, but inline function decrease the code, okay, or it reduce the code. So this is the one advantage of this inline function. Just I am pointing these advantages. You can note down these advantages. First advantage of inline function is to reduce the size of program or object code. Size of program or object code here. Okay. The second is it increase the execution speed. The second point is increase the execution speed. Execution speed. And the third one is these are compact function calls. Okay, these are compact function calls. Very easy to call these functions. Okay. Now, as I told you, मैंने कल भी आपको बताया है कि whenever you are going to write any program, see now you are a professional, you are doing this professional course. BCA is a professional course. So why you are doing this course? Because you want to, some maybe want to do MCA after BCA or MSc after BCA, or you want to choose the software developer as a career. Okay. सो जब हम कोई भी प्रोग्राम लिखते हैं, एल्गोरिदम लिखते हैं, सो पहले आपको क्या चेक करना होता है उस प्रोग्राम का एग्जीक्यूशन और कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी ऑफ द प्रोग्राम. सो कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी आप कैसे मैनेज करोगे, कैलकुलेट करोगे विद इन टर्म्स ऑफ टाइम एंड इन टर्म्स ऑफ स्पेस. सो अगर आपकी कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी बढ़ती जाती है, मीन्स फॉर एग्जाम्पल यहाँ पे टाइम हम स्पेसिफाइज करते हैं, ट्राई टू लिसन, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एन में then n square, you consider this as a square because in the notepad I cannot use that subscript. So n square, then n cube, then log n. Okay, n log n, n log n, then exponential means n raised to e raised to n, and n raised to e like this. Okay, so n factorial is also there. So अगर आपका प्रोग्राम टाइम ले रहा है इन n factorial, इसका मतलब है आपका प्रोग्राम जो कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी है दैट इज इंक्रीज्ड, मींस इट्स नॉट अ गुड एल्गोरिदम. अगर आपका n में है, n टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी है, देन इट्स अ बेस्ट. ओके, सो हाउ वी कैन डिफाइन इट, वी कैन नॉट से दैट, और अगर किसी एल्गोरिदम का log n और n log n आता है मतलब वो वर्स्ट है, ऐसा नहीं है. When we try to do find out this complexity, suppose you are solving problem A. Okay, for solving the problem A, you are going to find out different solution. जैसे मैंने कल आपको एक example दिया था, swapping of two numbers. So swapping of two numbers हम two ways में solve कर सकते हैं. तो आपके जो two ways है उस problem के लिए, तो उसकी time complexity आपको measure करनी चाहिए. उस चीज की टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी कम होती है. सी यहाँ पे कांस्टेंट इज इक्वल टू आई कांस्टेंट के लिए यूज किया जाता है. सो अगर उसकी कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी एक प्रॉब्लम की आई है सॉल्यूशन की और दूसरे की एन स्क्वायर है, देन जो फर्स्ट वाला है दैट इज द बेस्ट. सो ये एक प्रॉब्लम कंसिडर करके आपको फाइंड आउट करना होता है. सो सिमिलरली जब भी आप कोई भी, अभी आप जो भी प्रोग्राम्स कर रहे हैं वो ऑलरेडी किए हुए प्रोग्राम्स है. ओके, वही हम यहाँ पे एग्जीक्यूट कर रहे हो आप. लेकिन जब आपको खुद से कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स क्रिएट करने होंगे, प्रॉब्लम के सॉल्यूशन सॉल्व करने होंगे, लाइक ऑप्टिमाइजेशन प्रॉब्लम्स आर देयर. ओके, ऑप्टिमाइजेशन प्रॉब्लम्स आर वेरी कॉम्प्लेक्स प्रॉब्लम्स, सो यू कैन ट्राई टू गेट द मैक्सिमम सॉल्यूशंस फॉर दोज ऑप्टिमाइजेशन प्रॉब्लम. वन प्रॉब्लम इज n by n क्वीन. आप चेस खेलते हो, n by n क्वीन मीन्स व्हाट, आपको 3x3 का मैट्रिक्स दिया होगा या 4x4 का मैट्रिक्स दिया होगा, और वो 4x4 के मैट्रिक्स पे आपको क्वीन को प्लेस करना है. बट उसके लिए कुछ रूल्स भी होते हैं, ये गेम है. तो जो क्वीन आप प्लेस करोगे तो उसके सेम रो में डायगोनली एंड सेम कॉलम में दूसरी क्वीन नहीं आनी चाहिए. सो इफ यू हैव अ 4x4 मैट्रिक्स, देन यू कैन गेट द 4 into 4, that is 16 possible solutions for placing the queen on the chessboard. Okay, but out of those 16 solutions, you have to find out which solution is the feasible solution or best solution. Feasible means what? The solution which will take the minimum time, जो भी मिनिमम टाइम लेता है वो फिजिबल सॉल्यूशन होता है. तो सिमिलरली यहाँ पे भी, ओके, यू थिंक इन अ प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज, यू थिंक इन दिस टेक्निकल वे ऑल्सो. सो जब भी आप कोई भी कोडिंग करते हो, सो यू हैव टू चेक दैट द साइज ऑफ द प्रोग्राम. अगर आपकी साइज ऑफ प्रोग्राम बढ़ती जा रही है, इसका मतलब है क्या, आपका टाइम स्पेस एंड स्पेस कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी भी बढ़ती जाएगी, टाइम एंड स्पेस कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी भी बढ़ती जाएगी. सो देयर इज नो नीड ऑफ सच काइंड ऑफ प्रॉब्लम. सो व्हेनेवर यू डिजाइनिंग एनी प्रॉब्लम, आपको आपके दिमाग में ये बात रखनी है हमेशा कि यू शुड डिक्रीज द complexity of the program, you try to decrease the object code or size of the program, okay, so that the execution time will be minimum. It will increase the execution time, means you can execute that particular program in a small means time. Okay, or it can take a small amount of time. So this is very important thing whenever you are going to develop any software or any project. The next thing is that the syntax for this inline function. So class, you have to and the user defined name you have to give, and then you have to use the inline keyword here. Okay, so one simple program I am taking here. Instead of writing the code here, I will use the code editor. See how I am writing the program, and in the similar way you can write a different program with the help of inline function. So let us see how to use the inline function here. So we don't need this header file here. This header file is only for input output formatting. So we don't require this header file here. So just here I am using the inline function. Inline function. Okay. So how to use the inline function here? I erased everything here. Now I am defining one class. I know yet we have not seen how to define the class and how to do it, but still I am taking one example with the class, because ये inline function जो है वो most probably we use in a class only. So I am defining a class test here. Okay, private int x public int void get data. See here we are using this colon for access modifiers. These private and public are called as access modifiers. So these access modifiers we are going to study at the time of object oriented constructions. So here I am defining the function data member, get function member, sorry, get data and void display. These are the two functions I have mentioned here. Okay, then you can close this class. Class should be terminated with a semicolon here. So this I will tell you again later on. Inline void sample get data. Try this program on your Turbo C. I can't give the okay. You can try this code on a Turbo C. Then cout, enter a number, /n, then cin. Here we are accepting the value from user. Then next one is inline void sample. Inline void sample. Sorry, here I have to use test. Display, not passing any parameter to any function here. Cout, enter, number is equal to x, cout, एंडल. आप सिमिलर लाइन में भी आप लिख सकते हैं. देन वाइड मेन, main function है, so we need to remove, means make a changes in this function. Void main sample object, then object dot get data, and object dot display. Object dot display. Okay. So like this we can call the functions. We can call these functions in main. int main में हम call करेंगे, right? Sorry मैंने यहाँ पे try to execute this. We will try to execute. Okay, no problem. There are some issues, so I will solve these issues later on, because most probably inline function we are going to see at the time of classes. Here I need to make some changes because I am using here online editor, so that's why I need to make some changes here. So but this is the format, so that's why I am telling you that you run this code on a Turbo C. On Turbo C this will execute. So here what I have did here is I have created one class, and in the class I have declared the member function and the data. Okay, member data and member function. So int x is a member data, and these void get data and display, these are the member functions. And then for accepting the value, here I am defining this function like inline void test get data and inline void test display. Okay, so here we are using int, so that's why I need to make a changes, but right now I'm not doing any changes, because in future, means at the time of classes, again we are going to study all these concepts. So instead of spending time on these function, what I will do, I will go for the for loops and breaking control statements. But in this way you can define the inline functions. So inline functions, most probably why we use the inline functions, most probably inline functions are used for decreasing the code or reducing the code, okay, and increasing the execution speed. So just यही आप अभी ध्यान में रखो and see how we can write the inline means function. So on this part I will talk later, because at the time of practical I will explain you this concept again. So this was about the inline function. I hope अभी जितना भी आपको पढ़ाया वो आपको समझ में आ गया. हेलो,
यस मैम.
ओके, तो इनलाइन फंक्शन के बारे में हम बाद में ठीक से करेंगे, बिकॉज यहाँ पे मुझे बहुत सारे चेंजेस करने पड़ेंगे एज आई एम यूजिंग दिस ऑनलाइन एडिटर. सो दैट्स व्हाई आई विल टेक दिस प्रोग्राम लेटर ऑन एट द टाइम ऑफ क्लासेस. वैसे भी आपको इसके लिए एग्जाम्पल नहीं दिया गया, अभी प्राइमरीली एग्जाम्पल नहीं मेंशन है, बट बाकी सबके लिए मेंशन था. सो आई हैव टेकन दोज एग्जाम्पल. And some examples are given in your study material, so you try those example for the set W, set precision. I have taken the different examples here, but you can try those examples. Okay, so still we have 15 minutes, so I will try to cover one concept here, and next in the next session 5 to 8 session we will take complete this control statement, because there in that session we are going to do some practicals. So I will give you some exercise and I will try to complete that control and looping constructs. So let us run with, or just we will see the structure of switch case statement, because one more conditional construct is remaining, and that is called as switch statement. So let us see why switch statement is used. Switch statement is an alternative for nested if else. Okay, switch case statements are the alternative for if else, nested if else. So actually when we use the nested if else statements, it again increase the block, means size of the code block. Okay, it increase the size of the code block. So we can reduce the size of the code blocks with the help of these switch case statement. So one more thing, one exercise I am going to give you. That exercise is you have to write a program for creating arithmetic calculator. So with the help of switch case statement, yesterday हमने क्या किया, simple program लिखा है arithmetic operations के लिए, but now you have expression. Okay, then curly bracket which specifies that the opening of the or starting of the code. So then you have to use your case. So case keyword is used for specifying, defining, declaring the cases here. Switch is also one keyword. So case, and then you can give the case one or whatever constant. So here I am typing case one. Okay, then you can give the statement here, statement one. Similarly, you can take case two. This is a pseudo code. Then statement two. Then case n. Then statement n. And the by default case is also there. Okay, so that by default case for is use default statement instead of जैसे हम if else nested if else में else case use करते हैं, वैसे यहाँ पे default है. Okay, default है, and then here you can give the default statement. So this is the syntax for case, and this is the end of switch case statement. Okay, this is the beginning, this is the beginning, and this is the ending of switch case statement. So what it will do, first of all, you can pass the expression. So every case is compared with this expression. This case will check whether the expression is true or means true or false. If the expression means that condition is true, it will execute this statement one. Otherwise, control move to the case two. Okay. Then it will again check that condition with the expression. If it is true, then it will execute this. Otherwise, it will check all the cases, and if no case is fulfilling the condition, then it will execute the default statement. So this is the use of case statement. So again, it is used as a decision maker. So let us try one example with the case statement here. So very simple program I am taking. This program is in your book only. So that program here I am taking. Int day switch day. So here day is an integer variable, and this variable is passed as an expression of a switch case. Okay, and the cases will be compared with this expression. Now we will define one case, case one. It should be begin with this colon, then see out Monday. Then you can define case two, see out Tuesday. Then you can take the default case. I am taking the default case here. And every case should be terminated with the break. Okay, so break is necessary here. Then default, see out, invalid case. Okay, then close it. This is the ending of the case, and let us try. But we need to accept this from the user. So before this, what we have to do? We have to accept the number. So see out, enter a number, /n. and C in number. Day, sorry, C in day, because we are going to store accepting the user input from the user and storing in a day, and then passing the day as an expression to the switch case. So if you enter 1, it will compare with this function here. Okay, so if that is 1, then it will execute this Monday. If you enter 2, it will compare with this case 2 will be matched with this expression, so it will print Tuesday. If you are entered other numbers than 1 and 2, then the default case will be executed here. Okay, the default case will be executed here. Okay, so let us try to run this program. Yes, there is some error. So can you find out those errors? Can you tell me? So first of all, we need to declare. Yes, बोलो ना आप लोग, क्या है एरर यहाँ पे? Using namespace std. Okay, otherwise yes, नहीं किया है, then you can use your std scope resolution. Okay, so मैंने वो नहीं किया था. Try to find out the another one. Error expected ने. हाँ? Semicolon मिस है, कहाँ पे मिस है? Yes. Yes, यहाँ पे सेमीकोलन मिस है. और भी है एरर्स. सी इनका अलग से यूज किया है. ओके, वो भी एरर निकल गया. और कहाँ पे आ रहा है एरर, बताओ मुझे. सिंपल प्रोग्राम है ये, एडिटर में थोड़ा सा ये है. क्या चाहिए यहाँ पे, बताओ मुझे. थिंक. बताओ मैं कहाँ पे क्या चेंजेस करूँ. प्रोग्राम इज वेरी सिंपल. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड द लॉजिक. ओके, देन सिंटैक्स हम उसमें ऐड कर सकते हैं, सिंटैक्स हम पेंट कर सकते हैं. So first of all, try to see the logic here. So what I have done here, I have declared one variable that is day, and day is a choice. Okay, so this day is passed as a choice for the switch case statement, and then we have defined here different cases. So case 1 is there, case 2 is there, case 3 is there, then default case is there. Okay, so then what we are going to do, अगर हम 1 एंटर करते हैं, so ये इसके साथ मैच करेगा. अगर 1 मैच हो रहा है तो मंडे डिस्प्ले होगा. 2 एंटर कर रहे हैं तो केस 2 मैच होगी और ट्यूसडे डिस्प्ले होगा. एंड अगर हम अदर देन 1 and 2 एंटर कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे, सो देन इट विल display you the default message. Okay, so like this you can write a switch case statement. So execution we will see at 5 p.m. So in the practical section I will tell you how to execute these programs. We need to make some changes here. Okay, showing some errors. So I will tell you how to execute this program in a 3 p.m. At a 5 p.m. So we will meet today at a 5 p.m. But at least आपको समझ में आया मैंने क्या क्या बताया है अभी. सिंटैक्स तक समझ में आया. प्रोग्राम एग्जीक्यूशन हम बाद में देखेंगे.
Yes, ma'am.
ओके ओके, सो 5 बजे फिर से मिलते हैं आज. ओके, okay. So shall I end the meeting?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sure, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.